Hello baby girls, how are you all doing? I hope you guys are all okay. Welcome to my channel, and in this video we are going to talk about self-love. Nowadays, it's all about self-love and I am all for it. And if you here watching this video, perhaps you feel tired of all these nonsense we get from guys and dating and wants to level up your life through self-love, but don't know where to start. Self-love. I know, easy said than done. We read about self-love everywhere. We are reminded over and over again of the importance of loving ourselves, but have you ever wondered what it actually means? What does loving ourselves even look like? And what happens when we don't love ourselves? When we think of self-love, we see images of bath bombs, perfectly staged baths, and social media posts reminding us to be ourselves unapologetically. But how does it make us love ourselves more? Self-love is about making yourself a priority. You are the number one in your life. Your needs, priorities, and goals come before others. If you're a people pleaser like me, you already want to rip your skin off at the thought of how you're going to do that. How does one prioritize themselves after a lifetime of putting others' needs before their own? We all know that it's important to love ourselves. But we find this area difficult and most people get stuck before they even started. Let's start off with a friendly reminder that it's okay if you don't know how to love yourself. Most of us were never taught how to love ourselves. We were told to take care of others. Treat them how you want to be treated in hopes that they will do the same to us in return. But it's unfortunate to say that not everyone does not have the same heart as ours, not everyone is as kind, compassionate, and as loving as we would like them to be. All too often we find people scrunching up their nose at the mention of self-love, as if it's a bit cheesy and self-indulgent. But learning to love yourself is one of the most powerful and important things you can do in life. Your heart is your power, and when you become the source of love in your own life, it changes everything. Your relationships, your career, your health. They all flourish when you start to love yourself. As Oscar Wilde once said, "To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance." So how do we start that romance? How do we learn to love ourselves? First, we have to know, what is self-love? Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Self-love means having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness. Self-love means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. Failure to implement self-loving practices can result in temporary dissatisfaction to heavily affecting your health mentally, physically, and spiritually, derailing your personal development journey and the impact you can make in your life and the world. Start with your own self-love journey by practicing these tips. First, we have to set boundaries. Whenever others make us uncomfortable, we need to communicate it to them. If we're not having our needs met, we need to communicate that to them. People are not mind readers, and neither are you, and we need to be able to advocate for ourselves, our needs, and priorities. To clarify, there's a difference between a social invitation, conversation, or whatever it is that may push you out of your comfort zone for personal growth, and ones that are purely for their comfort and personal gain. Either way, you know yourself best and you can communicate your boundaries whenever you need them. It's for you, not for them. Second, say no when we want to say no. This includes activities, social invitations, and additional responsibilities that don't align with our priorities and/or energy levels. Saying no is a great way to exercise boundary setting, energy management, discipline, and prioritizing your needs. Feel free to say no as much as you need. If they really care for you, they will respect it. As long as you do it respectfully and compassionately, you are not responsible for their reaction, including disappointment, anger, or temper tantrums, so don't feel guilty. Third, don't take everything personally. We often take way too many things personally, many of which have nothing to do with us, people changing their minds, rejection, and decisions. We especially take it personally when a relationships, whether it be friendship, romantic, and yes, even family members, isn't. We want it to loving, caring, and healthy, which is how every relationship should be. We feel like if we just did what they say or ask that things will be fine. No. things will not be fine. This will only get worse as they will continue with harmful behavior and we will simply tolerate it. Fourth, nourish yourself. If you're totally new to the practice of self-love, then start with focusing on nourishing yourself. Nourishing your body is the most basic form of loving yourself, so this week become mindful of what you put in your body. Give it what it loves. Start your day with a green smoothie. Treat yourself to a raw chocolate snack and make time to cook yourself a nutritious dinner full of superfoods. The way we feed ourselves reflects how we love ourselves. So get good at nourishing yourself and you'll lay strong foundations to self-love. Fifth, take yourself out on a date. If you've never taken yourself out on a date before, then make this the month that you do it. Solo dating is all about spending quality time with yourself and doing something special, just for you. It is one of the most powerful and fun things you can do when it comes to practicing self-love. By doing something special for yourself, something you'd only normally do with someone else, you're giving yourself the love and attention you'd normally only give out to others. You're finally turning your love in on yourself. We've had clients do anything from treating themselves to coffee and a cake at their favorite cafe to taking themselves away on a spa weekend. Whatever people do, they always come away buzzing from it. Sixth, don't underestimate the power of writing. Start a gratitude journal. It has been proven that just by writing down 5 things that you're grateful for each day, you can train your brain to be more positive, treating yourself to an overall feeling of happiness. It is a key tool when it comes to practicing self-love because it has us step into an attitude of gratitude, love, and abundance. So buy yourself a notebook and at the end of each day, for the next week, write down 5 things you're grateful for and see how good it feels to end your day this way. And as well as giving thanks for things that have happened to you that day and the people in your life that you're thankful for, also include yourself in your gratitude practice. Find at least one thing you can thank yourself for each day, and you'll see your relationship with yourself shift into an incredibly loving place. 7. Make your body happy. It is essential when learning to love ourselves that we focus plenty of time and attention on our bodies. How we feel in our bodies directly affects how we feel in ourselves. Often feelings of loneliness and lack of love actually stem from our own disconnect with our bodies. You want to keep that gorgeous body of yours feeling energized and full of vitality. So it's important that as part of your self-love routine you do things that make you feel great in your body, whether that's yoga, running, 80s aerobics, or dancing like Beyoncé. 8. Shower yourself and feel good vibes. We have far more power than we often realize to generate the feelings we want to experience in life, no matter where we are or what's going on around us. We just have to learn how to tap into those feelings. An easy way to do it is to think back to a time in your life where you felt full of joy, happiness, peace, or fulfillment, whatever it is you want to feel. Then find a photo of you from that time that really reminds you of what it was like to feel that way. So much so that you start to feel that way again just by looking at the photo. Listen to motivational speeches to motivate you through the day. Listen to upbeat songs you like to pump up your energy. 9. Learn to cut conversations that are talking about other people's lives. Instead, dig those type of conversations that talks about life, business, career, as these conversations will make you be in the right path and also be in the right crowd. If there's no one in your circle that talks about things that help you earn money or motivate you for the good, then I think it is best you consider to get yourself a new set of friends. The hardest thing, especially in the beginning, is learning when to walk away from someone you care deeply about, whether temporarily or permanently. Again, this applies not only to romantic relationships but also extends to friends, family, colleagues, etc. If they're hurtful, controlling, or manipulative, it's not good for your mental health and eventually physical and spiritual health to continue with the relationship the way it is. It's okay to take some time away, establish your boundaries, and communicate your needs. If they can respect it, great, they can remain in your life. If not, you are more than welcome to limit or cut off access to you, your time, and your space. Learning how to love yourself is hard. It looks a bit different for everyone, as our relationship with our sense of self is all different. We have our individual priorities, healing needs, and trauma wounds, so there's no clear manual on how to do it, just principles, philosophies, and mindset guides. Self-love is a never-ending journey. It is an ongoing series with ups and downs, with light and darkness. Good and bad, but best believe that all these are working together for the good. How about you, baby girls? What is your favorite way to practice self-love? And what has been most challenging for you? Share with us in the comments down below. So that's all for today, my love. If this video has been helpful to you, please don't forget to subscribe on my channel for more tips to help you reinvent yourself and level up your life. See you on my next video.